The birth home of civil rights legend Martin Luther King Jr. was almost burned down by some vile, racist, white supremacist mother...
Dass ich mich in diesen Jahren für dich eingesetzt habe!
What? No? Oh, it was a she.
What?
Not white.
What?
But black.
Fuck.
Well, that changes the narrative. Now, doesn't it?
You are correct!
I'm Jazz Borganzo, and this... It's What's Next. A good and happy Friday, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jazz Borganzo. What's Next, your daily dose. Hope you guys are feeling good today. As we go into the weekend, of course, more shenanigans. Martin Luther King Jr., civil rights legend. Assassinated in 1968 because of his political beliefs, he believed that the world could change for people of color through nonviolence. Well, fast forward almost 60 years later, you would think that with all the accomplishments and achievements that we've strided for, we'd be better off as a people. But no, hold on there, son. You still have some politicians, media, corporate shills who will not relinquish their race card from their cold, dead hands. We go to Atlanta, Georgia, the birthplace of civil rights legend Martin Luther King Jr., specifically his birth home, where it was almost burned down by a group of vile, racist, white supremes dressed in Klan garb. No. It was one, and she was black. Well. And here we go. This comes out of Breitbart. Watch. Police. Woman stopped from burning down Martin Luther King Jr.'s home in Atlanta, Georgia. His birth home, to be specific. A woman is accused of trying to burn down Martin Luther King Jr.'s birth home in Atlanta, Georgia on Thursday. A pair of off-duty New York police officers and a tourist from Utah intervened when they came upon the scene, Fox 5 reported on Friday. Woman arrested of trying to burn down MLK's birth home in Atlanta, stopped by off-duty officers. Atlanta Police Chief Darren Sherbaum said the woman was allegedly pouring what smelled like gasoline on the house. Video footage shows the woman dressed in dark clothing on the porch with a large red can. "What are you doing?" someone behind the camera asked. "Huh?" She responded. The person with the camera told her the liquid was gasoline. The clip then cuts to two people calmly holding the woman down while the group waits for the police to arrive on the scene. "Nobody's trying to hurt you. We just want to make sure that the house, nothing happens to it," the person behind the camera told her. People at the scene told law enforcement that they took action when the woman allegedly tried to ignite it with a lighter. The two off-duty officers detained the woman until local police arrived to take over the situation. Caught her on camera.
The birthplace of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. doused in gasoline in an arson attempt. Tonight, one person is behind bars. What we know about them and the home damaged tonight. That is where we begin on News Edge at 11. Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Tom Haynes. Atlanta police say that a woman is in custody after trying to burn Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s birth home to the ground. A good Samaritan stopped the woman just before the disaster struck. Fox 5's Rob DiRienzo live for us at the scene tonight. Rob, what more do we know?
Tom, such a bizarre situation playing out here earlier this evening. The good news is, though, this could have ended so much worse. But thanks to those quick-thinking actions from those good Samaritans,
how is that house not, I don't know, gated?
From even within the last hour.
It's a historical monument.
APD, along with
how do you,
federal agents and national park
or historical landmark
out here earlier. Right now, there are just so many questions that still remain. We have some incredible video of this incident, though.
Look,
I want you to take a look at
she's throwing gasoline on the damn house. She's about to roast it. She's about to burn it down.
Canister. The 26-year-old woman has been arrested, accused of attempting to vandalize Martin Luther King Jr.'s birth home here in Atlanta. This home here along Auburn Avenue has been undergoing renovations, so has been closed to the public for the last couple weeks. Witnesses told police the woman came up to the home carrying a gas can before 6 p.m. They say that she then proceeded to douse the plants and porch with what they say smelled like gasoline. The bystander.
Hey, she was watering the plants, so mind your business.
Are you involved in a situation? Or are you just having... Are you comfortable, please? Are you comfortable? Okay.
Asking, are you comfortable? Asking, are you comfortable? Gee, what? She was afraid it was going to be a George Kirby moment? Well, idiot.
She came up behind us at a gas can, and at first she just kind of water.
They just happened to be using a gas can
Yeah.
to water the plants.
And then she had trouble getting it open, so eventually she unscrewed the top and threw it to the ground and walked up on the porch and under the rope and started dumping the gas all over the porch. So instantly it's like, okay, this is not good.
And then we
What do
could
you do?
smell the gas. That it was gas.
No, genius. What made you think something bad wasn't going to go down? Gee, I smell gasoline. Let me throw it in the house. Hey, what are you doing? Peace, man. The self-awareness, man. Unbelievable. Atlanta Fire Department Battalion Chief Jerry DeBerry says the fuel down, it could have been a matter of seconds before the structure caught fire, Fox News reported. The suspect has been identified as Lanisha Shatrice Henderson. Lovely, huh? 26. Officials booked her on into Fulton County Jail. She now faces charges of arson in second degree and interfering with government property. A mugshot shows the suspect. Fox News reports also noted that the federal charges could be possible. According to the National Park Service website's page regarding the National Historic Park in Georgia, after Dr. King's assassination on April 4th, 1968, plans were begun to restore the house as a historical museum. Today, visiting the home where Dr. King was born and lived the first 12 years of his life is often the highlights of one visiting the park, the site reads. We're just going to wait for the media to go, hey, you know what? We made a boo-boo. We called it wrong. We made a mistake. We made a faux pas. No. I've only heard a couple people mention this story. One on Sirius XM and the other in a tweet. That's it. Why? Because she's black. The perpetrator is black and a woman to boot. If this were a white supremacist, my bad, supremacist. Oops. This would have been front page of news. Every single media organization would have been leading off with this thing. White Supreme burns down civil rights legend Martin Luther King Jr.'s birth home. And there would have been outrage in the streets. You would have Black Lives Matter out there because they've been hiding, ever since, George Kirby. But anyway, they would have been out there, and Antifa would have been out there. You would have had Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson would have been dusted off and thrown out there as well. Sean, I'm really white. Ibram Kendi X, everybody, every single race hustler would have been out there with their cards proudly in their hands saying, hey, we got to do something about the white supremes. How about if we burn down half the country just like we did in 2020? Well, who knows? Who knows what would have happened? But since it didn't, and she's black, where's the media on this? Chirp, chirp, chirp. Because it doesn't fit the narrative. It's not inside the box. You haven't heard squat. Except this. That's it. And I expect nothing less from these asswipes in the media. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Berganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a thing, guys. And we'll see you next time. Peace.